Welcome to another episode of the Southside Showcase right here on KBN Television. Over the last 2 to 3 years, with all of the virus situation that's been going on, we've not been able to bring you as many of these types of programs as we have in the past. But we're excited to be back here with the Southside Showcase, and we're at Birdsong Books right here in Locust Grove. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the show in just a moment, but over the years, we've done literally hundreds of sports shows for the schools across Henry County, both the public schools and the private schools. Our high school sports show has always been one of the most favorite shows that we've had here on KBN Television for 20 years. But over the years, we've had a number of parents and teachers and students that have said, you know, we do so much that emphasizes athletics. Wouldn't it be nice to do something about academics and the other side of school life? And so that's part of what we're going to be doing this evening on the show, and I'm so happy to have our special guest of honor here. This is Dana Neves, and we're going to tell you a little bit more about her. You'll get to meet her in a moment. And then this is Lisa Owens, her DECA teacher from Ola High School. So, Dana, I guess the way we need to start this program is I'm going to tell the viewers a little bit about what's going on here tonight. Then I'm going to ask you some questions and let you fill in the details. Fair enough?
Yeah.
All right. So, Dana, she began a project for her DECA class at Ola High School not too long ago to do something for community service here in our area in Henry County. And the project that she chose was to have a book drive to donate books to Birdsong Books right here in Locust Grove. It's a locally owned business that helps the schools and the families here in our community to encourage young people to read. And I say the young people, but there are lots of adults that come in the store and buy books all the time, and I'm one of those customers. And so we'll find out a little bit more about the bookstore in just a little while. But Dana, tell us what it was. What was it that caused you to choose this particular project?
Well, at the Sharon Craft Fair, I go there to volunteer for their spring crafts events. And I was walking throughout the church, and I saw this little bus, and I thought it was so cute. So I went up to the bus, and I walk inside, and it's filled with books all the way to the back. And there's little tables, and there's kids books and young adult books, and there's African American books. And I thought it was the cutest thing ever. So I asked Miss Atkins about it, and she said she was with Birdsong Books in Locust Grove. And she gave me this little card, and I had to come up here, and it was really pretty. I really liked the store, and there were so many books to buy. When I first came, I bought like 5 books.
Well, I can totally understand that. I think I bought 3 the first time I came in as well, Dana. And you're right, it's a very comfortable setting in here. People come in, they buy books, some of them get a cup of coffee and just sit down and read while they're here, but it's a very comfortable environment. Now, Lisa, if you would, tell us a little bit about the DECA program and how this kind of plays into some of the things you do there in the DECA class.
So Dana is in the marketing education program. So she has been with me for 3 years. I met her actually during COVID on the computer. I had just come in from another county to teach here, to open a program here at Ola.
Sure.
So she's been with me for marketing principles, marketing and entrepreneurship, and marketing management this year, where she's a student intern. So part of being involved in our program is joining our student organization, which is DECA, and she is one of our officers. She's the vice president of community relations. So we do a couple of projects a year. We do a local project and a national project. So first semester, she did find that we did a pop-up shop with our school-based enterprise at Ozone at Sharon Craft Fair also. So when they were out looking, she found this and decided to do a big, huge book drive. And it was very successful. She did a great job with it.
That's wonderful. So, Dana, tell me, when you decided that this is the project you wanted to do, what were some of the things you had to do to make the book drive a success?
I had to make flyers. That was probably the one big thing that I had to do. I made about 10 flyers, posted them all over the school, and I tried advertising it throughout the school, in the store, telling people, hey, DECA is doing a book drive, donate if you want to. And I also told other clubs and organizations that I'm involved with that were also holding a book drive. One of them was the National Honor Society.
Well, it sounds like it definitely turned into a big success.
Yeah.
Lisa, was there participation from just the students, or who all got involved in this?
So our media specialists let them know at our feeder schools, the elementary and middle schools, and so they got involved as well. In addition to the other clubs, student support, we put it on all of our social media, DECA social media, our Instagram and website and different things like that. So the students were bringing books in every day, and then just huge amounts coming in, even from other schools here in the county. Luella, I think, participated in that and brought some books as well. Just we were just overwhelmed with the number. So
that's exciting. Now, Dana, obviously you're very involved in the DECA program. You're one of the officers. This is your senior year. What is it about the DECA program that you've really enjoyed the most?
I think it's meeting all types of people. We have these conferences, regional conferences, state conferences, the international conferences, Work When Wow, fall rallies, and whenever I'm there, I just meet a bunch of new people, and we exchange Instagrams, and we talk about DECA, talk about school. It's a really fun club to be in, where you can meet a bunch of new people, diverse people.
Well, it certainly sounds like it's kind of helped you chart the path that you want to take after high school. Is that right?
Yes.
So give us a little bit of an idea of what that path is you think you want to take.
So I plan on going to Georgia State's Honor College, and I'm also going to be majoring in marketing management, but I'm going to be minoring in psychology. Since last year, psychology has been a really big passion of mine since I took the AP exam last year and I got a 5 on it. It's a really fun class to be in, and marketing and management is just something that I've always wanted to do as a kid within different entertainment industries.
Well, it sounds like you've got a pretty good idea of the target that you're shooting for, and Lisa, it sounds like the DECA program has helped her to formulate some of her goals for after high school is over.
It has. She's really come out as a leader. She hasn't told you guys this, but with this book drive, she actually earned a slot to International Leadership Development Conference.
Wow.
In Orlando. So she's seen on the national level as well.
That's really exciting. Well, I understand that it's not unusual for students at Ola High School to be involved in honors classes and AP classes and dual enrollment. We're going to talk to Principal Ellis just a little bit about that in the next segment, but I want you to stick around with us, okay? So don't go anywhere. If you're watching at home, we're going to be back. We've got more about this particular project. You'll get to meet the principal from Ola High School, and then you're going to get to meet the owner of Birdsong Books. We'll be back right here on the Southside Showcase in just a minute. Welcome back to the Southside Showcase. We are here at Birdsong Books in Locust Grove. It's located right here on Peaksville Road. It's very easy to find. If you've ever been to the American Pie on Peaksville Road, you know exactly where we're at because we're in the same shopping center here. It's easy to find. And we're talking this evening with Dana Neves. She put together a book drive, a promotion for Birdsong Books, and it was a huge success. Both students, parents, teachers, and even some of the feeder schools got involved, donating lots and lots of books to encourage reading here in Henry County, right here in our area. And Dana, I know that you're a student at Ola High School. How long have you been a student there at Ola High School?
About 3 years, I believe. I went there in my 10th grade year.
Okay, so when you came to Ola High School, that was during the virus situation, right?
Yeah, it was all virtual.
So how was it transitioning out of the virtual back into a regular classroom environment?
It was hard at first because I didn't really know anybody, so I didn't really have that many friends. But the teachers there are really interactive. Even when we were online, they tried interacting with students. So slowly throughout, like mid-semester, when we went back in person, the teachers, they're really kind and they helped me to assimilate there.
Well, Principal Ellis, I know that both the students and the faculty and staff, it had to have been a difficult time when everything was virtual, everything just about was online. But then when you have students like Dana that are coming in that are new to the school, that are, maybe don't know anyone, that has to be a real challenge. What did you and your staff and the school do to try to bring things back from the virtual world?
Yeah, and Dana's class is a unique one because this senior class will be the one that has experienced a start of a regular school year as a ninth grader, then going into the virus, and then into hybrid, and then into back to normalcy, wow. Right? But one of the big pieces for Dana and for all of our students at Ola is we really have the very best staff that believe in interacting and engaging with students and pulling out that work and the best that they have in them. So we've been very, focused on ensuring that students are getting involved in something. All right, we've got, for example, you heard Dana talk about the 5 that she had in her AP course.
Yes.
Between advanced placement, honors, and dual enrollment, we have 51% of our student body in wow. advanced coursework, and so Dana's leading that way. And I'll highlight Miss Owens and her DECA program as well, because when you talk about students getting involved in our CTAE, when students get involved in a pathway, so complete in 3 years, we have a 99% graduation rate with those students.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so it's really about getting kids involved and getting them back to a home. We have 34 clubs, we have 21 athletic sports, we have the largest fine arts, the best fine arts I believe in all of Henry County and tops in the state, but we're really pushing student involvement.
Well, and to hear a number like 51% involved in advanced coursework, that's just a phenomenal figure. And then to hear that you have a 99% graduation rate of those that get involved in projects, it certainly sounds like the staff there at Ola, you've got a vision for where you want to go, and it sounds like you're going in the right direction. Dana, I know that we've already met your DECA teacher,
yes.
And if you would, just tell us a little bit about what she has meant to you and the DECA program has meant to you in your high school career and what you plan to do in the future.
In my DECA class, I think that's where I started making friends. Like the first year, that's where I started making friends. I made friends with Aislinn and Jordan, and I also made friends with Alicia. They've helped me tremendously, and they were all in the DECA class. They were all in the marketing class. They were all officers. So we've just risen together, kind of.
Yeah. And now you're an officer.
Yeah.
So are you doing your part to help some of those younger students that are coming along?
Yeah, we're supposed to be holding elections maybe later this semester for next year's officers.
Wonderful. Do you have any other teachers besides Miss Owens that have really been an inspiration to you during your time there at Ola High School?
Miss Ahonen, she's my AP Psychology teacher from my AP Psychology class. She's a really great teacher, and she's always looking out for me. She asks me if I'm having a good day, if I'm having a bad day, how my weekend was, how my break was. And then we also have Miss Holland. She was my English teacher. Her class was really fun. I love the students in there, and I love the way she taught the class. She was very interactive. It wasn't just bookwork or anything.
Principal Ellis, I know that things are really busy now that everything is back in person at the school. Tell us what some of the bright spots are that are going on there at Ola High School right now.
Yeah, so we're just coming into the spring season, so we've got our spring musical will be coming up, as we talked about our fine arts department. That's been a great team effort between our bands, our chorus, and our orchestra. We've got spring athletics in gear. We talked about the 21 varsity sports, so it's just it's a busy time. We're just fortunate to have students like Dana, and I want to put that attention on her because tonight's about her and doing these types of projects that bring just books and reading to young students, and we're excited for the future. A lot of great things to come. But Dana, great job. We're very proud of you.
Well, Dana, before we finish up this segment, you want to give us just a little bit of an idea about your future goals, your academic goals after you leave Ola High School. What do you hope to do as you leave Ola High School?
That's a hard question. Obviously, I want to graduate college, get a good job, financial stability. I want to be able to live the life that I want,
Well, it certainly sounds like you're doing all the right things, putting all the right things in place to move in that direction. So congratulations to you on a wonderful promotion that you put together through the DECA program. Principal Ellis, congratulations on the wonderful things going on over at Ola High School. Maybe in the next couple of months we'll talk a little bit more about some of those things. When we come back in just a moment, we're going to meet the owner of Birdsong Books, and Dana's going to still be here with us. We'll talk a little bit about some of the things going on here and how Dana's project has impacted not only Birdsong Books, but our whole community for the purpose of helping encourage people to read, especially young people. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to our final segment on this week's Southside Showcase. We're here at Birdsong Books, which is located in Locust Grove on Peaksville Road, and we're actually in the American Pie Shopping Center. Erica, I tell everybody that because everybody near Locust Grove knows where American Pie is. We've all eaten here probably more than once, so everybody knows where it is. But Erica Atkins is the owner of Birdsong Books. Erica, in just a moment, I'm going to let you tell us a little bit about the way that Birdsong Books came into being. We're standing here also with Dana Neves, and Dana's the one that put together the book drive to benefit Birdsong Books, but in all honesty, it benefits our whole community here, and it encourages people to get involved with reading. Dana, I want you to tell me a little bit about what was it like when you started seeing so many books come in. Tell us how many books came in, and then give us an idea of what the feeling was like as you saw all those boxes of books begin to pile up.
So there was two different drop-offs that I had to do. There was one before our Christmas break, and then there was one after our Christmas break. Before Christmas break, I had received around 7 to 8 boxes of books. And I remember trying to fit them all into my brother's truck. And it was really hard. It was a challenge. But I ended up counting them, and I think I counted around 730 books through the first batch. I didn't get a chance to count the second batch because, it was so short notice and I didn't expect it to be coming in.
Yes.
But it was around 2 or 3 boxes, so it was maybe 100 or 200 books in total. And then in total through both drop-offs, it was probably between 900 and 1,000 books, I believe.
So is that the kind of response you were expecting when you first started putting up flyers and announcing it?
No, not at all. I thought I was gonna have like 300 books to drop off, like 2 boxes maybe. But then I got 3 books. I got 3 boxes of books in one day. And I was like, wow, did this just happen? And I don't know how the word got out there, but it got out there because my teacher told me that another teacher from New Hope Elementary, I believe, wanted to drop off some books. And I just thought to myself, how did she even know about that?
Well, apparently the word got around,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure that Ms. Owens had a little bit of something to do with that. Erica, before we talk about the book drive itself, tell us, I know part of the story, how did Birdsong Books even come into being? I know that it was something that was on your heart for a long time.
Right. So I love books. Let's just start there. And I've had a love of books since I was very young. As a child, I would go to the bookstore, our local bookstore, every single Sunday. And my mom couldn't afford it. And so she says, Erica, we need to come up with another way. And so she started taking us to the used bookstore every single Sunday. And so I would read. Some of my favorite books were like Babysitter's Club and Nancy Drew, like just the best books, right?
Yeah.
And so I've always had a love for education as well. Knowledge is so important to me. And so back in 2021, I believe it was July, I just had this vision of opening a bookstore. And I was like, man, what better way to combine my love of knowledge, my love of books, and be able to support the community. And so that's how Birdsong Books came to be.
Well, that is a really exciting story. And for anybody that's ever come in Birdsong Books, like I said in the first segment, the moment you come in, it's just a very comfortable feeling. It's like you walked into your own living room. And I know there have been several times I've walked in, bought new books, and ended up just finding a chair and sitting down and starting the new book.
Yeah.
you have a good selection of books here, a wide variety of different types of content. You also have new and used books, if I'm correct.
That's correct. Yeah. So, like I made mention of, used books is very, very dear to my heart, simply because we wanted to give the community a low-cost option versus just new books. And so, if you're an avid reader, like our friend here, Dana, then we can mix it up a little bit, have new and used options. So yeah, most of our store is probably new, used now. I want to say about 80%, and then the rest are new.
I want to tell the viewers, the last 2 times I've been in here and bought books, I walked out with books that I paid the used book price, but they were brand spanking new books. I don't think the original owner ever even opened them. There are lots of great deals here. Now, back to our book drive that Dana put together for us. She's told us the first batch was somewhere between 700 and 800 books. Then there were some more boxes of books that came. Do we have any idea what the total number of books was?
It was well over 1,000, and
Wow.
I believe when we counted, it was about 1,064. And I'm just very analytical like that.
That is amazing.
Isn't that
Well,
awesome?
Dana, congratulations. That is a tremendous success. Over 1,000 books, and you never imagined that, did you?
No, not at all.
Well, Erica, I think we have something we want to present to Dana, so I'm going to let you read it and then let you present it to Dana.
All right. So we are so grateful for Dana and her vision with the book drive, and so we're going to present to her this plaque. It's saying KBN Television and Commitment to Reading Excellence present this awards to Dana Neves, sponsored by Birdsong Books. You're very welcome.
Dana, would you like to say something else?
Read, guys. Just I don't think you understand how fun reading is. Like, it takes you to a whole different place. Fantasy books, horror books, romance books, whatever you like, whatever genres you like, just read them. They're fun, they're educational. Just read.
Erica, I think you might have found a spokesperson for the store and for reading in general. To all of our viewers that are out there, if you've got little ones, bring them on down here to Birdsong Books. There are books for every age. As Dana said, the thing that'll first catch your eye is the bus that goes around to the schools and different things, festivals and things like that, to try to get young people involved. It's definitely exciting stepping on the bus. Erica, I'm a grown-up, and it was exciting to me to step on the bus full of books. But there are books for everyone of every age, so I want to encourage you to come out. Erica, we've got about a minute left. Is there any last-minute thing you'd like to say to Dana or to the viewers, either one, before we're finished today?
Yeah, so I wanted to again thank Dana one more time. We're so just excited for your commitment, not only to reading, but to your community. Those books have touched a lot of hearts. And just I want to encourage you to continue doing what you're doing. And to the community, like Dana mentioned, keep on reading. Books are so fascinating. I read probably at least 4 of them at least a month with my time, right? And so continue to read. We're spreading literacy 1 book at a time, and that's about it.
All right. Well, this has been an exciting show, and it's exciting for us to be able to start coming back to you after being on hiatus for so long because of the virus. I can't think of a better place to start than right here at Birdsong Books with Dana and the project you put together. So that's going to do it for this show on the Southside Showcase. Stay tuned. We'll have another program for you next week. But on behalf of Erica, Dana, and the rest of the crew that's been here on the show, thank you for watching this week on the Southside Showcase.